Woke up with the window open, sun on my floorboards, mind wide open. I left the doubt by the door, or didn't need it anymore. Pulled on my shoes, hit the pavement, heart in my chest, I could feel it saying, girl, don't wait for a sign. You got this life, it's mine, it's mine. So I'm running toward the spark, even if it starts small. One brave step, then I give it all. Another rail, another day. Love is life, let it play. Be happy, breathe it in. Live your dreams, let them begin. Another rail, another spark. Keep it bright, keep it hard. Love this life, let it stay. Be happy, shine away. I called my friends from the corner store, said, come on down, there's room for more. We danced in the kitchen light, laughing loud on a Friday night. And if the road gets a little wild, I keep that green, keep that inner child. I know my name, I know my song. I've been growing all alone. Ooh. So I'm running toward the spark, even if it starts small. One brave step, then I give it all. Another round, another day. Love is life, let it play. Be happy, breathe it in. Live your dreams, let them begin. Another round, another spark. Keep it bright, keep it hard. Love this life, let it stay. Be happy, shine away. If you fall, get up singing. If you doubt, keep on dreaming. The best part's still ahead, right where your heart's at. Another rail, another day. Love is life, let it play. Be happy, breathe it in. Live your dreams, let them begin. Another rail, another spark. Keep it bright, keep it hard. Love this life, let it stay. Be happy, shine away.
Yeah, and yep, I'm muted. I'm muted. We're starting off on a good foot here this afternoon. Hi everyone. Thank you for that. I didn't know I was muted. Hi, how's it going? Good to see you all. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you're good. I don't see any dance videos in my emails, people. Where's your videos? Contest ends next Sunday, the 28th. So get your videos in and win the contest. Those that wins gets a mini Lux box of all my products on me and Savvy. So yeah. Thank you very much, Cher. Thank you for gifting one membership. Who got it? Who got the membership? Good to see you all. So we're covering Nancy today. There's so much stuff happening in Nancy's case. Well, at least it seems like there's a lot happening in Nancy's case, but honestly, uh, really nothing has changed. Brian Enton came out with some info, and now the whole internet is just going crazy over it. So good to see you all. So we're going to dive into it. We're going to cover some stuff. All of this is fair use commentary. Video credit goes to the channels that I'm going to be showing. I will put them in my description at the end of this live. So where is Nancy? Where's Nancy? I kind of jumped off Nancy's case for a little while. There was nothing happening, and I just wasn't interested in covering the stuff that really wasn't important, you know? So let's dive into it. We're going to start off with some News Nation Brian Enton stuff. So come on in, everybody. Grab a seat. Put your headphones in, and let's get started here. Marianne got the membership. Yay! Thank you very much. Thank you for gifting a membership share. That means a lot. Right? I agree, Tech. I agree. You know, as a psychic and a medium, and I've done a very strong reading on this case, and I find it very interesting to see that little tidbits in here and there are matching my readings, and it just kind of blows my mind. It will always blow my mind, but it also keeps me hopeful that something's going to happen soon. Technically, it's only been 4 months, really, 4 or 5 months. In most cases, that's not very long, to be honest. You know, thank you for joining, Melissa. I appreciate you. Thank you for your membership, hon. Actually, before we get started, I'm just going to quickly see if I have memberships I can give out. I don't think I do, but let me look here. Oh, I do. I do have 10 memberships I can pass out. So let's get in here, people. I got 10 memberships I can hand out to people. Hi, good to see you. Hello, Cheese. Cheese, wine, and a suitcase. Like, that is a fantastic nickname. I love that. And where do you go with that cheese and wine in your suitcase? Mexico? Italy? Where do you go? Okay. I have memberships somewhere. Where did I see this? Okay, you ready? Everybody ready? I'm going to hand out 5 right now. So those of you that get them, congratulations. Yay, there we go. Hi, Susan. Cheese and wine. Tracy, D, Susan, Lunacy. Welcome. There's nothing you can do to apply for a free membership, Georgia. When I press this button, lets me do it once a month. And unfortunately, it's just random. YouTube is just a random draw. There's no way of applying for a free membership. Unless people start handing out free memberships more, like people start donating, then your chances go up that you could get one. All right, off to work. Everybody's at work listening. Okay, good. Well, listen while you're at work. It's a reference to the Sarah Boone case. Oh, I see. Well, very interesting. Okay, ready? We're going to do another batch. If I can find the screen. One sec here. Okay, let's go. Everybody ready? I can do another 5 memberships. 1, 2, 3, go. All right. Let's see who gets these ones. Quinny. Dreama. Michelle. Who else? Come on. It's frozen at these three. Come on. Congratulations to those of you that received memberships. Us as creators, we're able to hand out 10 every month, once a month. So there you go. Congratulations. Congratulations. There you go. Awesome. Hi, Vishnu. Good to see you. All right. So you're ripped off. Yeah. So hopefully people will hand out, donate and hand out memberships. That would mean a lot. I don't really push this type of shit, you guys. You know that. So those of you wanting to donate and help my channel out, gifting memberships is like the best way you can go. I will thank you in advance for that. So good to see you all. Okay, so let's get going on this News Nation Brian Enton stuff. So it seems like after Brian Enton came out with this video about the scoop behind one of the ransom notes, all hell's broken loose all over YouTube, right? On Nancy's case. So the point I want to get with this before we watch this is that the family knew this all this time. They've been holding on to this all this time. My heart breaks for them. I can't even imagine how difficult it is for what they're going through. Like, I just can't fathom. And they've kept this silent and quiet all this time. Okay, so let's go. Put your headphones in.
Correspondent Brian Enton and former FBI special agent and News Nation national security contributor Tracy Walder. Brian, so we know that
it only
Savannah
gets
said
3
in the one interview that she's done about all this that there were 2 ransom notes the family and the FBI took seriously. After that second note that they took seriously, she posted on Instagram, "We received your message and we understand." Right. I just played that clip of it. What?
Remember, all of us were trying to figure out what they were referring to when we heard this, months ago.
What have you learned about what else that note said?
Yeah, and in that clip, it kind of all makes sense now, the context of it, now that we have more information about the notes. And I was thinking back today, Elizabeth, I remember when you interviewed the KOLD news director, right, where the notes went, and she made clear that the second note was not a ransom note, but she wouldn't give more details about why she was saying that. But it's kind of interesting. Well, if it wasn't a ransom note, then what was it? Well, now, according to my source, we've got a little more information that in the note, the person who wrote the note said that Nancy had died, said that she, I want to make sure I get the quote right, was buried with nature now, and indicated that the death was not intentional, but did not specifically apologize. And there's been some other reporting out there today saying that.
See, again, this is a total match to my readings. I was getting that her death was not intentional as well. I'm getting that it was like stress, and they weren't kind to her for sure. Getting that she was definitely hurt, but I don't know if I've ever come out and talked about that aspect, actually. Did I? I don't remember if I ever came out with what I feel happened her cause of death was. But that's interesting that he said that. And yeah.
That there was an apology, but I am told very specifically that there was no direct apology.
No apology.
In the note, Elizabeth.
And do we know, did the note give any indication as to how she died or when she died? Was it the night she was taken from her home?
No, no, I don't have that information. All I have is that she died, that she was buried with nature now, and that it was not intentional.
Tracy, we know that this is one of 2 notes that the FBI deemed credible. How do they do that? Which note?
If any of you amazing sleuths out there and you're experts on the case and stuff, can anybody please find me the date of what this note was? Does anybody know what the actual date was for that specific note? I want to compare it to my timeline. Like, I've said this all the way down the line. I don't know why, but my readings tell me that something changed on February 7th. Like, my communication with the spirit world changed on February 7th. So I just want to know what, if anybody knows what the dates are. That'd be fantastic.
Notes did they deem credible, and how did they assess that, given the fact that there were several ransom notes sent to both local TV stations and to TMZ?
Well, thank
Okay.
you so much for having me.
Every time I look at this person
Did they
walking
deem
here,
credible, and how did they assess that, given the fact that there were several ransom notes?
I've said this many, many times, and I'm sure other creators and people have said it too. The way this person bends over and walks shows me that they possibly have a bad back. Like a bad back. I know myself, I got a shitty back, a terrible back. And there's times where when I go to bend over, I do exactly what this person is doing. I actually will put my leg out to, I don't know, for some reason it helps. But I can't get past this. Every time I watch this person bend over, I'm like, okay, they either have a back problem or a knee problem.
Sent to both local TV
just-
stations and to the fact that there were several ransom notes sent to both local TV stations and to TMZ.
And they're a little bit bow-legged. They got a bit of a bow between their knees.
Several ransom notes. Which notes did they deem credible, and how did they assess that, given the fact that there were several ransom notes sent to both local TV stations and to TMZ? Several ransom notes sent to both local TV stations and to TMZ. Several ransom notes sent to both local TV stations and to TMZ.
Well, thank you so much for having
What do
me.
you guys think? Do you guys agree with me? Any of you out there have bad backs or knees? Am I making sense there? Yeah, walks like a duck. Yeah. Received February 6th. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. Thank you very much, Donna, for letting me know that. That's so interesting. I don't know why my communication with the spirit world changed on the 7th. Like, those of you that understand mediumship and spirit, all that stuff, right? Up to the 7th, all my communication I was getting from like my guides, my helpers out there. I was getting almost as if they were talking for her, okay? And then all of a sudden on the 7th, I was literally hearing another female I've never heard before. And I actually heard her name, Nancy, like several times. And I heard, they hurt me. And it's just, yeah, weird, right? It could have been the night of the 6th. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, bad knees and back. So you agree with me, yeah. I noticed that right away. So I have some people I believe that are involved. I have said it nonchalantly on here. Most of you know who they are. I can't get past it. I can't get past it. There's actually 3 specific men. I just can't get past it. I just can't let it go. I'm gonna be very nonchalant here, okay? Figure out what I'm saying. There's one person that has a bad knee, right? They had a knee replacement problem, okay? Them. Then I'm gonna say it. I've got Luke. Is still on my radar, and the man overseas is also on my radar still. My readings, I literally got all of their names. And I did get reference to a daughter. I'm not going to name people. I did get a very strong reference to a daughter. We know who the daughter is. It's not the famous one. Okay, it's the other one. And that there was some hard feelings and resentment from one to the other as siblings. Yeah. Get what I'm saying? I don't know. Does Luke have a hand issue? I'm not sure. Anyways, I watched the interview earlier today that young reporter girl did with Luke Daly, and all my hair standing on end. All my hair is standing on end. Like, yep. It all matches. It all makes sense to me. It matches my readings. His hand was swollen in the interview. Was it really? Oh, I hope that. Well, we always say this, right? I hope law enforcement did their due diligence. I hope they took note of all of his injuries and photographed them and do everything they do. I'm praying. Okay, so it was his hand that was swollen. That's very interesting. The interview with his mom, his hand was curled like the porch. Yeah. You know what always got me though? If you're watching, I think it was the very first live stream I ever did on Nancy's case. The live I did, and I was doing the reading live. There was somebody that came in my chat that day, and they told me they were part of Tommaso's band. Those of you who were here with me, remember that? They come on and they told me they were part of Tommaso's band, and they named a specific band member that they were a problem. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, it matched all my ratings. And so I can't like that. I can't get past that. So if you're watching, whoever you are, thank you for that. Because whatever you know, I hope you've already told the FBI. If you haven't told the FBI, please do it now. Those suspicions you told me, please call authorities right now and tell them if you haven't done it. You could be the answer to this. You might know something and not even really realize you know something, and you could be the missing link here.
So the way that they deem it credible is actually rather primitive, quite frankly, is that they are all taken seriously and deemed credible until they are proved not credible. And so what that tells me is that these two notes that were received really at the very beginning of all of this are two notes that they have not been able to discredit. Also, it was pretty clear to me, and I said early on,
And
that the FBI
remember as well that Savannah said that there was two that she personally believed were legitimate. Well, now it's all starting to come out. So she already knew this.
I was taking them so credible that they were essentially helping them write scripts to respond to these. And if
The
they didn't
family,
take-
the Savannah
Correct,
kids,
correct.
Savannah Guthrie, her sister, and her brother.
Correct. And if they didn't take them to be credible, in all honesty, they wouldn't waste their time doing all of that to get them to respond. And so I believe that they take these in a credible fashion because they can't disprove them at this point in time.
Yeah, Brian,
Right.
it's pretty clear when you watch.
Okay, I'm going to reiterate a little bit of my reading right now as well as we go regarding Annie and Tommaso. I've always believed that, well, and in my reading, I told you that these people know Savannah. In my readings, they know Savannah. They know the family. They know, I'm getting they were like acquaintances, or at least one of them is a young man that is an acquaintance to either Savannah or Nancy. possibly like a grandson of a friend, or a grandson of, say, that somebody that went to Nancy's church, or a grandson of, say, a neighbor, or something along those lines, right? The people, I believe the people that have done this are connected to Annie and Tommaso through like acquaintances, like the band members, and it's a person of a person of a person. Makes sense. It's crazy. Yeah, America's grandmother. And it was interesting. I think I put it on my community wall earlier this morning. I saw the stuff this morning again about when Trump actually addressed this. Donald Trump addressed this. To be honest, I don't think he knew a freaking thing. I think it was just a publicity PR thing. I don't think he knew anything. He was just doing what he figured would make him look good. So yeah, the reading you did on me saying I had plaque somewhere, well, wow, Rhonda, really? Okay, have they ruled out the other issue yet, hun? Is this what's caused the issue? Thank you for trusting me and coming to me. Okay. They're all connected. Yeah, I agree. I really do.
Watch this. We're playing the video of it right now. We played the audio a moment ago. But, Savannah Guthrie and her brother and sister posted several videos on Instagram addressing the kidnappers. And this was the one, after this one played, when it seemed clear that they believed she was no longer with us.
Yeah, I mean, that was sort of the feeling that we got from it. Now we have confirmation from the note. In terms of whether they're credible, remember, Elizabeth, in the first note, we're told that there were things in that note that only a person who had been at the house would know. A floodlight that was gone, some specific things inside Nancy's room. So I think that's one of the reasons they believe that note was credible. What's interesting, though, is despite believing the notes, they didn't pay the ransom. And even in the second note, there was the possibility to pay to receive the body.
See, this I don't. Again, he brings up such a good point. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for being here. Again, he brings up what all of us have been like saying all this time. They didn't freaking pay it. They didn't pay it. And authorities, like I've watched a lot of authorities, and they've said that would have been in the family's ball court. Like, it would have been the family's decision to pay. Well, they never did. So it could possibly be that the family knew she was deceased, so they were like, well, we're not going to pay you then. Right.
Body back, it seems like. But it seems the FBI still advised them not to pay the money.
Tracy, why would the FBI advise them to do that? I just have to say, as a person with a mother in her 80s, if I...
That's a really good question, Lisa. Do I think paying would change things? Psychically, no. I don't think it would have made a difference. I don't think it would have made a difference whether keeping her alive or not. But I think it would have made a difference with finding her, though. I think they would have been able to find her sooner. I don't think the money would have made any difference about keeping her alive or not. Like I said, I don't believe that it does match. Her death was not a murder. Okay, like it truly wasn't intentional. I'm getting, yes, her heart was a serious factor, her health was a serious factor, plus the conditions they had her in, and they were really mean to her. Like I'm getting they did some terrible things. Terrible things. So it was a multiple factors that is why she deceased. And I'm getting that's why like in my readings, if you guys remember, the panic was on after she passed. I believe they had her in a certain area, and I'd actually called it in and reported the area. Of course, the only thing I could trust was that the person I called it into was a relative of mine who is a sheriff down there. And they told me that they would patrol the area, but I didn't know what house that she was at. But I had a vague idea of where. So he told me they would patrol, right? But I never heard anything after that. But according to my readings, I'm getting that after she died there at this place. And after she died, that's when I'm getting they went up Reddington Pass. That's why I had Jim searching Reddington Pass. And I still believe we're not done there. We're not done up there. I know the area like the back of my hand. I lived there for 20 years. I still believe that's where she is. Like these reports of Mexico and stuff. I could be wrong, but I don't believe she's in Mexico. I really don't. All this time, I've been getting flat out no to Mexico unless she's been moved recently. Like I've not actually sat down and done a reading on a location. It's been a while, probably. Don't know. I think maybe the last time I did a reading on location for her was 2 months ago. So she very well could have been moved again. And I just haven't got it yet, right? I haven't done a reading on it. But up to that point, I was flat out getting no to Mexico. Like absolutely not. So yeah, I'm torn when it comes to that, to be honest. If they actually felt sorry, then why, right? Yes, exactly. Right. And that's where like the $1 million reward I'm getting, they haven't claimed the $1 million reward because they can't. They can't. These people are too close to the family. They can't. I'm getting this as like they just can't do it because they're very close to the family. That makes sense. So yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
If she disappeared and the first note said, I'll, give me this much money and I'll release her back to you, I would pay it. And in the second video, when they clearly believe that she might be dead, they're saying we will pay anything to get her, in essence, her body back. So do they wait too long to offer to pay?
So I respectfully disagree with what Brian's saying. They actually did put a little bit of money into that Bitcoin account.
A test amount.
Correct. And by doing that, that's called tickling the wire. And so what they were trying to do was,
but it was only. I don't know if any of us actually know, but the money that was put into that test account, it was very minimal, right? It was only like $300 or something like that.
Individual would make contact with the money, and then that way they could track that, because clearly it sounds to me they were having trouble tracking either the VPN or the Tor that was used to send those emails or fill out the email form. And so they actually did attempt.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news.
Okay, so that's that. Lots of you in here interacting with me today. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're all here. Hi, Jackie. Hello. Listening and well, yeah, and that's the thing, like the searching dogs in Arizona. Oh, I can't. I live there. I know it so well. It's funny, those of you that were watching Jim search, right, all this time. Remember Jim talking about these little fine, minute thorns that he kept getting? Remember? He was like, they're like a little hair. Well, those thorns are everywhere. They're in the dirt. They're everywhere. I've had millions of them on me. The dogs searching out there, it so difficult for the dogs. And well, for anyone searching, honestly. It's a very, very rough, dangerous place. They placed 152 in the. Okay, thank you, Donna. Why 152 specifically? Just always the interesting questions, right? Like, why would they do that? Does it mean something? Someone can literally get $1 million and they don't do it, right? Very, yes. Which tells me that these people can't claim the $1 million. They're too close to the family. I know you need me in Tucson. I know. It's still in the plan, okay? I still plan on going. To be honest, right now would be the best time to go. It's monsoon season. Monsoon season is my favorite season in Arizona. But I just can't do it right now, okay? It's just not possible. I was hoping she'd be found by now. June bug. Oh, thank you. Judy doesn't know how to search for missing people. She has tried, but she's not a sniffing dog. But yeah, you said 200. It would take transaction fees. I see. Okay. Thank you, Tex. That makes sense then. Okay. It was like a slap in the face. They knew. Yep. And people would notice you suddenly have $1 million, right? So that's where I'm saying, like, people have said all this time that it's an inside job. I don't think it's an inside job, but I think it's an outskirts of the inside. Flat out. Like, if you see, I'm getting acquaintances, people on the sidelines here. They knew of Savannah. They knew Nancy. They have a serious religion hatred for Nancy and Savannah. Like, that's my number one thing about this case. All my readings tell me this was a hate act. This was a religion hatred act. And that's why, like, we could just get so deep into all of this. The stuff that Richard Nolette has been talking about really blows my mind because it matches all my readings. So I'm honestly really torn when it comes to him. I've had people ask me so many times, do you believe what Richard Nolette is saying? The one thing that makes me say that part of it I do believe is I did get the name Mike in my reading. I did get the name Mike. But there's a huge possibility that I could literally be cross-reading stuff here. I could be completely picking up on something different besides Nancy's case. But I was getting the name Mike. I'm tempted to just start throwing all this shit out. Like, out openly to you guys. You guys know I keep a lot of my stuff. When I do readings, I keep a lot of it quiet, private. I try to do this very professional. I have found a lot of missing people. I've worked with a lot of the families. And so I know how to do this. I know how to keep their confidentiality and whatnot. And I've learned over the years that just throwing people's names out there, it's not good. You can get in serious trouble for defaming people when it turns out they have nothing to do with it. So I try to keep my mouth shut when it comes to that. So I did get the name Mike. I'm just going to come out and say it. I did get the name Larry, which is weird. I did get the name Luke. I got the name Zach. I got the name, I didn't get Annie specifically, but I got reference to sister, almost like rivalry, sister rivalry against one sister to the other, almost like jealousy from one sister to the other. Somehow, I don't know, somehow connected there. I got a real estate company, which is a real company. They actually have an office in Scottsdale and Tucson. What else? I got a aggregates trucking gravel logistics transport. I actually have a trucking company name, which is real. I don't know if it has anything to do with it. But yes, it is a trucking transport company in Tucson, and they transport gravel, aggregates, rocks, like landscape material. Azuzu, yep. That Tina lady, whatever her last name was, that I got a match with that. And I've got a strange reference to salt. Salt. And so I've been trying to figure out the salt all this time. I tried to use that to narrow down part of a location, which I still believe there's something at this one area. And Jim didn't listen to me on that area and didn't take me seriously. There's an area in Tucson called there's the name Salt in it. It's up Tanque Verde. Those of you that live there, you might know what I'm meaning. Well, I'll just say it's Salto. I believe there's something around there up Tanque Verde, but evidence. I'm getting more like evidence. Evidence has been dropped. But then I also get the Salt River up in Phoenix because I'm getting salt. Or the only other option would be the Salton Sea, which is down south, Arizona. That's all I could think of. Salto Canyon in Tucson, Salt River up by Mesa, or Salton Sea, southwest Arizona. It's tough. It's hard to figure out. Do you think Nanos has anything to do with this? To be honest, I don't. I get people asking me this all the time. I don't. I don't think he has anything to do with it. But I do get that he has just completely oh my gosh, he has completely screwed up the whole case. That's what I get. I get he's done a bad job. But as for being involved, no, I don't think he's involved. But I do believe he might have known Nancy at one point. But as for him being involved, no, I don't think so. I'm just getting he has screwed it up big time. He's made serious mistakes. Do I believe Richard Nolet is I do. Yep. I do believe he's being truthful. Yep. And so I want to spend some time and start diving into all these cases that he's talking about. He knows too much. He knows too much. Yep. So so my readings told me 3 to 4 people involved. Okay. 3 to 4 people involved. I'm getting 3 of them are in Tucson. They were in the Arizona area doing the work. And then I'm getting there's a 4th overseas who's calling the shots. The 4th is the big wig, the guy in control of all of it, the guy with the money, the guy with the computers, the guy behind the master plan, basically. Yeah. The FBI hasn't corrected his mistakes, right? Yeah. Honestly believe the FBI, they're just being quiet because they have to at this point. I'm hoping it will all come out in the end. Do you think the mention of being overseas and needing to start over or mention it would be... Yeah. Yep. Bingo. Yes. Bingo. And they match my religion that I've been picking up on this the whole time. Yep. 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 So people have been like, well, Terry, he showed his passport. He's not been in the States since 2019. Okay. I'm not saying he was here. I'm saying there's some sort of planning involved here. The bigwig, the mastermind. And one is a woman. Yes, 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 yeah. Yes. Yep. Yes, totally. Like, I'm flat out getting there's a woman involved. I'm getting the woman was kind of like on the side. She wasn't fully in agreement to doing all this. I'm getting that she kind of was helping Nancy a little bit. I'm getting she was trying to show Nancy some kindness and giving her water when she needed it and that type of thing. My readings, those of you, just go back and watch all my stuff, please. At one point in time in my readings, I was actually hearing the perpetrators fighting against each other, like full on arguing, saying you're a fucking idiot and we're gonna get caught and don't do it that way. And like they're fully fighting each other on all of this. Still are. Still are. Still are. Unfortunately, though, they've had time to run. They've had time to run, and they're further away from the scene now. Abusi. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Abusi. And that matches my Azuzi or whatever I was getting my reading. I'm like, what am I hearing here? What am I getting? Yeah. Fugitive TV is the one that matched that up for me. I was he messaged me like the next day after I said that. He's like, Tara, I've got it. I was like, I couldn't believe it. Why have the FBI not DNA tested? Right? I know. I know. I know. All we can do is hope that it does. It happens soon. When it comes to the whole Richard Nolette thing, right? I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated with this guy is saying. And like on a psychic level, the whole time while I'm listening to him, he's matching a good chunk of my readings. It's just like yesterday we were watching him on Patriot Pride or that channel. He kept referring to the number 8. Well, you guys all know I was getting 8 in my reading. Now, the number 8, like little things he's saying completely matches to my readings. It's interesting. It really is interesting. Okay, so but what I was going to get about the whole Richard Nolette thing, when I listen to him talking, I see like a full-on movie coming from this regarding him. I really, really do. I truly believe that the stuff that Richard Nolette is talking about and exposing and all that, this is movie making shit. And that we've not experienced a deep case like this in a long time. Like, who is it that I think of every time he's talking? I always think of another serial killer. Oh, I can't think of it right now. Anyways, That's what I see coming from everything he's talking about. Like a full on, this is going to expose something huge if people really listen to him. And we've not experienced anything like this in a long time. Can you imagine this guy could actually have all the answers to the Zodiac killer? And all these people going missing and dying? He has the answers for it all? And authorities aren't listening to him? It's wild. Yeah, John Wayne Gacy. Yeah, I was thinking of him, but there's somebody else. There was actually a Netflix series about the guy. He had his victims in his apartment with him in barrels. Can't remember the name. Sedona. Yep. Yep. That's yep. Yep. And if you remember, I was getting the Sonoran Desert Museum for a long time. I still Jeffrey Dahmer. That's who it. That's it. Thank you. So every time I hear Richard Nolette talking, this is what I'm thinking of. Dahmer shit. Like I see this is going to be on TV. This is going to be a big deal when authorities finally listen to him. Okay. What was I going to say? I keep losing track of what I was saying. He studied and studied and studied. Yeah. Yep. Yep. True. True. Yep. I agree with you on that. They need to do all the proper testing and everything. Not one is giving him a second thought. I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Oh, Melissa, thank you. All this time in my readings, one of the locations I was getting was close to the the Saguaro National Forest. I still get it. But it could be just a connection up to the area up there. I need to sit down and try and do another reading on location for Nancy. Harvey from TMZ read the first ransom note 40 hours after the purge. Okay, thank you, Open Mind. Thank you very much for that. I do need to sit down and try and do a new reading on location. I got really frustrated, as you guys know. I got people asking me, Tara, where give so-and-so location to search. Well, I do. And then I get attitude from them and how they don't really like psychics, and it just fucking pisses me off, to be honest. I've been doing this a long time. I've found a lot of missing people. I know what I'm doing. And when people mock me and make fun of me and, oh, they're just a stupid psychic. Well, this stupid fucking psychic has found 9 people. So I kind of know what I'm doing. And so I get pissed off and I pull away. So I do need to do another reading. It's probably a couple months now since I did my last reading on location. She very well could be in Mexico. They very well could have moved her. But in the beginning, I was flat out getting no. She's not in Mexico. Yeah, Mike. So as far as everything Richard Nolette is saying, that's the one thing I'm holding on to is his brother's name is Mike. And my readings, I said I was getting Mike. So yeah. Do you think the Google searches from Grand Junction are related? No. To be honest, CalStar, I don't know what you're talking about. She very well could have been moved. Jeez, yeah. Sorry, wrong one. She could have been moved, yeah. Yeah, we could do the rods. I've not done the dowsing rods in a long time. Okay, so another psychic is getting Michael as well. Okay, well, that's good news. That is good news, right? I was getting Michael and I was getting a contractor as well. HVAC. HVAC contractor. Flat out. Air conditioning HVAC contractor. Somehow involved. Has Richard Nolette ever said what his brother's occupation is? Has he ever said what Mike does for a living? Search for Nancy's address. Okay, thank you, Cal. Ask the Rods about Arizona Sonora Desert Museum. Okay, yeah. The Sonora Desert Museum is right by the Saguaro National Forest, too. Oh, the real estate, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's real estate. Oh, my God. Okay, so that's a match as well. Oh, my God. I forgot about that. Okay, thank you for that. Mike Nolette. Okay, so he does real estate. Oh, my God. That's a huge, huge, huge match. I got a real estate company in Scottsdale. They have an office in Scottsdale and Tucson. Hi, April. Hi, honey. Wow, that's wild. This happens in all these cases. I ask in all these freaking cases, I end up saying, "Have you been watching me or something?" Like these stories and stuff you're talking about. Have you been watching me? Like I get the same thing in Summer Wells' case. There's a certain person of interest suspect out there, and everything coming out of their mouth matches my fucking readings. I'm like, have you been watching me and your story is now being formed by my readings? Yeah, it's crazy. I know Richard was a real estate agent, so Mike is also. The creepiest thing that could have happened to Nancy. Yeah, I agree, Tracy. I agree. Richard Nolette did with his partner Nestor at Seaside. Yeah, right. Okay, thank you, April. Hi, Jedi. Ah. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. You're very, very welcome. I'm so glad it's helping you. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. Oh, Tracy, thank you very much for your super chat. Tara, these demons have higher agenda. Part New World Order sacrifice is portrayed. Yeah. Pulling from the past to show our future in plain sight. Nancy's devout. Yep. Yeah. Uh-huh. Thank you for that, Tracy. Yeah. Something's definitely freaking weird here. Nestor was one of the victims, okay. So that as well, I want to do a deep dive into all of these victims that Richard Nolette is talking about. I find what he is talking about absolutely fascinating. On a psychology level, I find it fascinating. I did take a really good screenshot of the cipher, and I'm going to print it out and start looking at it like a freaking crossword puzzle. And I'm going to start, those of you that haven't done it yet, I'm going to start matching words like crossword puzzle. Buried in nature, that is a term used by Hispanics or Indians. Okay, thank you, open mind. What about East Indian? Indian from Eastern Asia. Amy Hilliard, right. It's just wild stuff, isn't it? Just crazy. Okay, so let's continue on. Let's look at the next thing. This is Savannah speaking. When was this from? This was 8 hours ago. Okay.
Now, on a story that we continue to keep very close to our hearts here, the search for
What
Nancy
would be-
Guthrie, who was abducted from her Arizona home nearly 5 months ago. This morning, NBC News is reporting new information about one of the notes sent to multiple media outlets. NBC's Liz Coitz has been on the story from the very beginning. She joins us now with the very latest.
Go
Liz,
for
good
it.
morning to you.
Hi, Craig. Good morning.
No problem.
To you. As you know, the
Thank you for
existence
asking.
of this note had already been known and reported on, but now for the first time, we're learning and sharing the contents of that letter, which prompted an emotional message at the time from Savannah and her family to her mom's alleged kidnapper.
This morning, new details coming out regarding the ongoing investigation into Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. According to 3 people
I agree,
familiar with the
Jedi.
matter, the second of 2 notes sent to media outlets from an alleged kidnapper following the 84-year-old's disappearance indicated that Nancy had died. The note made no further request for money. Shortly after it was sent, Savannah and her siblings sharing this video, speaking directly to whoever took their beloved mom.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
That
Wow.
second note coming days after media outlets received an initial alleged ransom note indicating that Nancy was safe.
I'm such an emotional person, you guys. I swear, it's because I'm a psychic too. I'm so fucking emotional. That makes me want to cry. I feel them. I'm an empath too, right? So I feel everybody. That makes me want to cry. It just, my heart breaks for the family. It really does.
And demanding $6 million in Bitcoin in exchange for her release. NBC News has
Hi, Aggie.
previously reported on both notes, but the contents of that second note have not been made public until now. Investigators involved in the case believe the notes are potentially credible, a sentiment shared by Savannah during her interview with Hoda.
I believe the 2 notes that we received, that we responded to,
Real.
I tend to believe those are real.
Who's behind those notes is still unknown, as is the identity of that masked armed man captured on Nancy's doorbell camera in the early morning hours when she was taken. Savannah recently opening up to Jenna about the agony she feels every day.
I cry every morning on the
Okay, the one thing I just thought of this right here. You know, we go look back at the camera here.
As is the identity.
Okay, Richard Nolette was saying that his brother Mike had had like a claw hand, right? Curved claw hand. I'm correct. I'm right on that, right? You said his brother had a claw hand. His hand was broken at one point. And he has a limp too. Whoa.
Identity of that masked armed man captured on Nancy's doorbell camera in the early morning hours when she was taken. Savannah recently opening up to Jenna about the agony she feels every day.
I cry every morning on the way to work, and I cry every morning on the way home. And I'm grateful to have good friends and to be able to come to such a beautiful and joyous and supportive place. And like so many people out there, you know, you can hold all of these things together. I try to tell my kids that too, you know, we can hold
her kids. None of us talk about the kids, you know, we don't talk about the kids, but that's who my heart breaks for the most is the kids. I can't even imagine. And I pray to God that the kids don't watch all of this on YouTube. Please don't watch all of this. I hope they're not watching. It just would make their grief 100 times worse.
Sadness, and we can hold our joy. And just, if you don't believe it, just watch me. I'm going to show you.
And despite these new details, unfortunately, Craig, there is still no major update or break in the case. Investigators are still searching for that masked man and trying to find a match with some of the DNA that they uncovered at the home. Craig.
All right, Liz Courtsforth there in California. Liz, thank you. The bravery and courage with which you have done this job every day since that happened, nothing short of remarkable.
Well,
Nothing short of remarkable.
I love you guys and I love this place. And this is unusual and unprecedented, to say the least, to be sitting here. But, you know, I don't have any comment on the story, and I'm not involved in our coverage. But I can't pretend I'm not here. And so since I am, I wanted to just take the opportunity to ask people, to beg people to come forward. Somebody knows something. And this is a new story today that is on your radar, but this is the life that my sister lives, that I live, that my brother lives, that our extended families live, that our children live every day. And we are in agony. And we cannot be at peace. So no matter how much I try to come out here every day and smile and find that joy, and I will, I promise I will.
I feel her.
Moment to tell you that.
I feel her. You know, I'm sure you all do too. I feel it. I feel it. And I think, honestly, that's why so many of us are so drawn to this case. Nancy's a grandma. You know? My grandma was my best friend. I talked to my grandma every single day. So, again, yeah, I feel bad for her children, but it's the grandkids I feel just rips me. Rips me.
That we need your help. We're begging for your help. And I'm not going to miss that opportunity. And so please, if you're watching, no matter how small, the reward is there. You can tell us. It can be anonymous. Please do the right thing.
So the reward is still standing. So she just addressed the reward again. Like, the reward is still there. You know? Come on, if you're watching, please just make that phone call. If you know that Joe Blow down the street has done something and you're just one of the neighbors and you know something, for example, please make that anonymous phone call. Please make it. But on the other hand, we all know, just please make that phone call. Please call, please. If any of you know, please just call. You know, seriously. According to my readings, this was done out of hatred. For Savannah. Flat out. This is what my readings say. It was about hatred for Savannah due to her religion. It was due to her open religion on TV, her pushing her religion on TV. Flat out, I was getting that it has pissed off a lot of weirdos out there. Like, yeah, wow. It, like, flat out. Serious religion hatred conflict. So that's where I'm torn here, because my readings are flat out getting Muslim extremist. Extremist, somebody that's not following the religion properly and has gone off the charts into some strange, violent way, flat out. They're not practicing their proper religion, and they've turned radical extremist, and they've done this for hatred. And yes, money. The scammers, like I said that too from day one, this reading, I'm getting money and scammers. Like, when I hear about scammers in the reading, I literally get where, like, they're trying to hack your phones, that type of scammers from overseas. People overseas that are trying to hack your phone or your computer or your bank, or that type of scammers here. And religion extremist. And that's where, well, the person that's overseas, hello, That's a match. They could definitely be the people, the mastermind behind this. Right? Can you imagine the people that are connected to them? That's what I'm getting at here. The people that are connected on the outskirts that are evil. And I believe there's people connected to Annie and Tommaso that are like that. They're on the outskirts and they are evil. That's how this has started. I believe they've been watching Nancy and watching Savannah for a long time. They've known them. And like I said this also at one point, I said, I firmly believe that at least one person involved here knows Nancy to the point where they've possibly sat down and had dinner together. Like I firmly see it. Whether it be like at a church function or they've sat down and at least eaten together. And this person was watching in the background and not liking any of the religious. Well, to be honest, she's been flat out pushy of her religion on TV. Flat out. And it's pissed some people off. That's what I'm getting here. So that's when the whole Richard Nolette thing kind of is like throws me for a loop too, because, well, maybe I'm wrong and it's not Muslim. Maybe it's a Satanist. Because I do get that sort of hatred. So maybe I'm just wrong on the religion title, but yeah. Okay, Lisa. Thanks for being here, hon. I don't know how she goes on. I really don't know how they do it.
For us, for our family, for our children. And we love our mom and we'll never stop looking for her. Never.
To your point.
You've never... Okay, I'm going to bite my tongue. I'm going to say something. I feel for her, but I'm going to end up saying something that I shouldn't say. You've not... we'll never stop looking for her, she said. Okay, well, you've not searched once. Nobody has searched for Nancy. Except for YouTubers. That's where I get... you've not searched.
If you have any information...
Mom, we'll never do the right thing for us, for our family, for our children. And we love our mom and we'll never stop looking for her. Never.
To your point, if you have any information, if you're watching...
None of you would look for her, though. That's what I'm not getting. Not getting that. You've never looked for her. Unless she has, the rumor is she's got private detectives in the background and stuff, but we've not seen them look ever. So, yeah, she's never stepped foot to search. None of them have. That's what another avenue. I just can't get past here. I can't fucking get past that. I have helped a lot of families that have had missing loved ones. That's why I just don't understand it. That's where something is definitely foul play, because all the families that I have helped and we've found their loved ones, the families have been out searching for them every single day. Like, out searching for them every single day. Distraught. So in these cases where you have family that's not searching, I just can't get past that. I've talked about it a little bit, quite a bit more openly the last few days. specifically one case here in town that I've helped with. I just want to keep bringing this up because it proves a point here. A lady drowned in our one of our rivers here, and search and rescue was looking for her for a long time, like 3 weeks straight, in this rapid river. We had like class 4, class 5 rapid rivers. Search and rescue had dive teams in and everything. They couldn't find her. And the search and rescue was about to pull out. They were done. They were stopping their search and they were pulling out. Well, the family contacted me, and I went and met them down at the river the next morning. I did a reading on the river with, I don't know, like 10 of her people of her family. Savvy was there. I've got the whole thing on video. I stood on the river and did a reading on the river, and I'm like, she's over there. Like immediately, I'm like, she's right over there. She's over there. Well, as I'm getting these words out of my mouth, and I actually have my dowsing rods, and my dowsing rods pointed to that direction. And the father, I've got video of the father watching my dowsing rods move. And within seconds, the dad was gone and he was running. I thought he was going to dive into the water. That's the difference I'm trying to say here in these cases. Like the father was about to dive in and drown because he saw my rods go over there. She's over there. She was found the next morning. But that's what I'm getting at here. When I see cases and they're not people aren't searching, something's wrong. Something's really wrong. Yep. Yep. There was a lot that's been compromised in Nancy's case, unfortunately. Hi, Yankee girl. Got a few minutes till dinner for the cats. Well, there you go. I hope your cats enjoy their dinner. So, what I'm saying, does that make sense, right? Like this father, within seconds, he was gone. And I was yelling at him, like, stop, stop, stop. And all the family were like, Doug, stop. They were yelling at him, stop. Because honest to God, I thought he was going to just dive right into the water. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, Savvy went over to the guy and he would like grabbed his hand and it was like, no, and he pulled him away from the water's edge. But that's what I'm saying here. The passion, right? The natural instincts for your loved one doesn't make sense. She didn't acknowledge the YouTubers who have continued to look for, right? I know, exactly, Tracy. I know that pisses me right off too. These YouTubers that have been legitimately out searching, like Jim, my hat's off. I've always given Jim credit for being out there and busting his ass, getting burnt, getting hurt, looking for Nancy. And then also the other ones, okay? So AJ and Righteous Monkey, and I'm sure I'm going to miss some. The YouTubers that have been out there every day, like actually physically pounding the desert looking for her. I'm not, but the ones that are just sitting in a chair outside of her house, that's not searching for her. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's just facts. It's not searching for her. But it's keeping her name out there. I understand that. But I'm trying to give credit to the people that have searched here. Okay, yeah, Sleuth. Jim is America's dad. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Yep. I'm sure I'm missing quite a few that have actually been out looking and searching. So I have found, like I keep saying, I have found missing people. I've actually helped the RCMP up here in Canada on cases. I've searched. I've been out searching. I know what it's like. I understand it completely. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. Easy searcher. Nico. Yep. There you go. I love Jim's stories too. Listening to Jim while he's riding, he used to make me laugh all the time. Voices for the Missing. That's right. And wasn't there? What was the other one? Behind Green Eyes. Green Eyes. If you're watching, I think that was her channel. I can't remember. Behind Green Eyes. Yeah. AJ is tried, but he's not around the location. Yeah. AJ's found 1,000-year-old bone. That's freaking amazing. But anyways, as for my location, nobody's been out there. Nobody has been there except for Jim has sort of looked at where I wanted him to go. Jim went to I think it was 5 cattle tanks, which I'm so grateful for. He went to 5 cattle tanks up Reddington Pass, but there's more. There's more. If I remember correctly, there's probably at least another 5 up there that's not been searched. So yeah. AJ's doing the Estevan Park today. Okay, cool. Thank you, Betty Boop. He's listening to Chris McDonough. See, and I trust Chris McDonough as well. Like I've always liked Chris McDonough. Chris has a very good detective avenue of doing things, right? So if Chris has a detective way of suggesting for things for people to do, then yeah, do it. Please listen. Do it. I know Righteous Monkey has also been going around talking to homeless people and stuff a lot as well. He's interviewing them on their addictions and all that as well. But deep down, we all know he's hoping for some sort of info on Nancy. I did see the interview room. Yes. Yep. Yep. So Chris McDonough is very good. He's done good things. I've always supported him. He did fantastic work on Summerwell's case. So I'm happy to see Chris involved now in Nancy's case. Part 2 is tonight. Okay, thank you, Lisa. I will check that out. 1,000-year-old bones, yep. So what do you guys think of all this, what's happening in, Mexico right now? The rumors that she's I don't know their names. I think it was the senoritas of Sonoita. What do you guys feel about that? In Mexico, what do you think? Do you think they've found her in Mexico? What do you think? Yep. 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 Very good point there, Tex. Yep. They're good, but I don't know, right? They were the ones that were walking around the outside of Nancy's house with those poles. Remember, they were putting poles in the ground and then smelling. It's a distraction. Too far away. Yeah. Doesn't match my readings either. Doesn't match my readings. And I've been saying that since day one. I was like, no, there's no fucking way she's in Mexico. Mm-mm. Just transport, like just the logistics of it. Okay. Like say Nancy's deceased, right? How are they going to get her into Mexico? Deceased. Like, I know it's easy to get into Mexico, okay? But the logistics of it all, completely the logistics of the area, transporting something that's heavy, no, I don't see it. Absolutely not. Evidence, yeah. Evidence very well could be, yeah. Through the reserve land, maybe, yeah. But again, they would be walking, transporting on foot, possibly. It's hard to say. The Border Patrol, I'm pretty sure the Border Patrol patrols reserve land too. Pretty sure. There's actual sensors. There's sensors all the way along. I used to have the Border Patrol park in my driveway. They would park in my driveway for hours and hours at a time. They say now that she's buried in nature. Yeah, Reddington Pass, yeah. That's what I've been saying all this time. How far did they get Nancy before she died? I don't know if I want to come out and tell you guys what I believe. Let me just pull up a map quickly here. Well, I guess I could, because I don't believe she's there at all anymore. All right, screw it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull up a map, okay, and show you guys. Only because I'm 99% positive she's not there anymore. So give me 2 seconds here. Google Earth. What am I looking for? Okay, so let's go for a drive, okay? We'll do a virtual drive. How about that, okay? Everybody get your seatbelts on. We're going to go for a virtual drive. Private plane? No, I don't think so. I don't. Planes are monitored. Border Patrol will be all over that. That's partly why I'm so adamant, because I live there. I lived there for years and years and years. Okay, everybody buckle up. We're in the truck, okay? We're gonna do some 4x4. All right, so where do we start here? Okay, so Tanque Verde. Okay, so Catalina Foothills is over here, okay? Tanque Verde. So I believe they've gone out of Nancy's, okay, down here, and then up Reddington Pass. Salto, one of my locations for something, evidence something is up here. It's called Salto Canyon. Okay. All right, so we're driving in our 4x4 truck. So here's Salto Canyon, okay? Salto. And it's along Reddington Road, which is highly coincidental. Okay, so you go up Reddington Pass. And the number one reason why I was getting Reddington Pass is because I used to drive it myself. Like, now that I think about it, it was so fucking stupid. I'd be out there alone, by myself, in my Jeep, going up and down this road. It's a dirt road with no fucking cell phone for service. Now that it's so stupid. Anyways, so up over Reddington Pass. It is the quickest way out of Tucson if you don't want to be found. Okay? So you go up Reddington and there's tanks everywhere. Okay, so Jim has looked at these tanks. I think he looked at 5 of them. There's still more, though. El Raton tank needs to be looked at again. They need to be looked at again. Okay, so Yellowstone tanks, they're everywhere. Josephine tank. Yeah, so I'd given Jim this list, and he went through several of them. Okay, so you go down Reddington. So it's how you get out the other side, basically. Okay, so you go to Reddington, and then you turn here, and then you go down Cascabel Road. I used to live here. I lived here for 20 years. I lived in Cascabel. Timbuktu in the middle of fucking nowhere for 20 years. It's beautiful. I lived here. In the middle of nowhere for 20 years. Okay, so anyways, my point being, this leads back down to I-10. This brings you out into Benson, Arizona. Okay, so Tucson is up here and Benson's here. So basically taking Reddington past, all it does is it takes you up and over the mountain, then down and around. Okay, so it's technically like a big circle here. Okay, and you come out in Benson. Benson is still a huge, huge trigger point for me here. I'm not done searching here. Yeah, could be because, anyways, I'm getting Benson. It's one of my locations. Those of you that are watching and you're my family and my relatives there, can you please start looking for her? Thanks. Okay, so you take I-10 east. And I-10 east, it takes you to New Mexico. Okay. So this is where I believe they've taken her. They've gone down Reddington Pass, back down to the highway, I-10. They've gone east to here, Texas Canyon. I don't know why, but my guys were screaming Texas Canyon at me. And this is what I reported to authorities. It's a tiny little place. Tiny little place. Yeah. So this is where I believe she was the first week. In here somewhere. In an old abandoned ranch house along here somewhere. I'm getting they found somebody's place that, shithole on the side of the road that's been abandoned, and they were using it. And this is what I reported to authorities. So I don't know if and there's a mine here as well. There's a mine here, but this mine is active. So there's a lot of activity in and out. They're busy. It's a busy mine. So Texas Canyon to Bowie, Arizona. I've showed you guys this. Nonchalantly, just casually showing you guys this over the last few months. Okay. Is it here? Yeah. So this is what I'm seeing here. Shitholes. Somewhere around here. I firmly believe they had her in here for a week. Somewhere around here. And then when she passed away, they took her back up over Reddington Pass. So there's an RV here. There's a barn building, like I was saying. So this is an example of what I see in my readings. They would never find her out here. Like, they just would never find her. It's a real rough area out here. In the middle of nowhere. They would never have found her. And these suspects know that. That's what my readings tell me. They are local. They are from here, Southern Arizona, and they know exactly where to go, etc. Okay, so yeah, so Bowie, Texas Canyon. And then I believe for some reason after February 7th, something changed. I believe she passed. Well, it very well could have been the 6th. For some reason, the 6th and 7th, I was getting something has changed. And I'm getting they took her out of there in an absolute panic. Okay, we don't need to go to New Mexico. They took her out of there in a panic because they weren't expecting her to die. And then took her back up into Reddington Pass. So when I have people say, "Oh, Tara, she's in Mexico," no, she's not. I'm almost positive. No. Okay, and they went back up I-10. Wilcox. See, this though here, this is the salt. This could be something here too. I've not really addressed this. Okay, so I've been getting salt in my readings, right? This is the salt flats here. This was a lake, I think, at one time. This is called the salt flats. So huge, she could be around here. Which, wait a minute. Where is Mount Graham compared to here? Okay, so there's Cascabel, there's Benson. Wilcox, where's Mount Graham? Here's fucking Mount Graham's a plateau or summit. One sec. Talking to myself here. Mount Graham. Nobody's checked up Mount Graham. So if there's people in Arizona right now and you want to go for a drive, please go check Mount Graham. Not sure what you'd be looking for, but there's, yep. Is there a lake up here? Oh, so beautiful. I do miss Arizona. I do. I really, really do miss Arizona. Okay, so what is this here? Is this a lake here? Oh, Riggs Lake. Oh, yeah, okay. I've heard of Riggs Lake. This needs to be checked. So if anybody's watching and you want to go look for Nancy and you want to have something to do, if you feel you can help, here we go. Go for a drive, please. Riggs Lake. This is up Mount Graham. Okay. What else is up here? So I'm not even watching the chat now. I'm doing my thing here. Mount Graham definitely needs to be checked. Interesting. I don't know why I never focused on Mount Graham before. It's right here. The salt flats are right here. Huh. Crazy. Okay, so if somebody's watching, okay, please go for a drive and check. These salt flats too. If it was the salt flats though, she wouldn't be in water, she'd be buried. Or the salt flats are just it's a landmark. I'm getting salt in my reading. This was a lake at one time. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so that's what I was getting. Okay, I'm getting they had her around Texas Canyon. Bowie. Bowie, Texas Canyon, Wilcox, Dragoon. Out here. There's a lot of ranches out here that are like abandoned for half the year from snowbirds, people that come down only for the winter time and then go back up to Canada for the rest of the year. There's a lot of properties out there that are like that. And that's what I'm getting. They just knew of somebody's property and stayed there. Dragoon's actually cute little town. Nothing there. It's a tiny little hick town. And train tracks also. I was getting train tracks as well. You guys know that. Okay, so there's train tracks here. It's a match. But I do believe that she was taken out of here and back up over Reddington Pass. I have told Jim and them told them quite a few times about this area, but I don't get listened to for some reason. Don't listen to me. So, and Benson is on my radar as well. And I haven't jumped on Benson yet because I'm conflicted. To be flat out honest, I could be getting Benson in my reading just because I live there. That's all. Like I could be just getting it for that purpose. It might have nothing to do with Nancy itself. So anyways, yeah, so you take the highway and then you come back up the road. You go back up Cascabel. That's where I used to live, Cascabel. And then you go back to Reddington and back down over and you are down into Tucson. It's that easy. It's that easy. So that's what I see. What I firmly see them leaving Nancy's house and taking a right, not a left. So when they are coming out of her front door, they're going right. And these guys knew. They went straight here. They went straight up Reddington Pass. They knew where to go. Catalina foothills are right here. Straight up Reddington Pass. You take a turn, then come straight down Cascabel Road. And it comes out into Benson. So they take the long way around instead of taking I-10, taking the highway. Simple. And my readings tell me they took her out here. Dragoon, Texas Canyon, Bowie, out here. Then I believe for some reason she passed when she was here. And then they took her back up Reddington and have put her up here. I used to drive up and down here in my Jeep by myself. So fucking crazy now that I think about it. Just, when you look back at stuff you did in your lifetime, you're like, wow, that was stupid, wasn't it, Tara? But yeah, no cell phone, nothing. There is a road here I'm looking for. Where is it? No, not that. Where is 3 Cascabel Community Center? Anyways, there's cattle tanks all the way along here. So Jim looked at, I don't remember honestly, 4 or 5 of them. But there's more. There's still a lot more to be done. There's still a lot more. I used to go down this fucking wash by myself in my Jeep. Oh, so crazy, Tara. So crazy. The stuff I've done in my life. I just go do and just start driving off on my own down the wash. Let's go look for rocks. I was obsessed with rocks. Let's go look for rocks. And I just wanted to get away from the situation I was living in at the time. Okay, so that's what I feel has happened here. So you go down Cascabel and then turn and go back up onto Reddington, and it comes down into Tucson. Jim looked at all of these. Well, not all racetrack. I can't remember. I'd have to look at the list I gave Jim. I can't remember which ones I gave him. Yellowstone Tank. I don't think I did that. We did El Roton. We did Shiva. Josephine. There's another one along here that was really big. I was actually pretty surprised at how large it was. Here, Utley Pasture Tank. UT. This one was really big. The ranch lady that Jim met on the road, this is where she's from, Bellatona. Awesome lady. I was like, oh my God, it's my neighbor. When Jim was talking to her, I felt like signaling him. I'm like, hey, that's my neighbor. Tell her I said hi. But yeah. So these big tanks, the two very large ones that Jim looked at, they need to be looked at again. So I'm not watching the chat now. I'm on the back screen. You guys see what I'm doing, right? I'm just talking away. Yeah, the one that was sitting in her truck. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of my neighbors. So yeah, any questions? Does anyone have any questions or anything? It looks like it is Cascabel is definitely more green. The San Pedro River runs along it. So yes, it is green only because the river's here. And the river actually runs underground for a good 9 months of the year. Right now it's monsoon season, so the river is probably above ground now, but most of the time it's underground. And it's crazy. It runs from south to north. It runs backwards. So yeah, so these areas that these people have searched, like Jim has searched, for some reason, I don't know, he's not done I-80. He's not. There's a lot of areas that I've suggested and he just totally didn't listen to me at all. So. It is on the agenda. Hubby and I have discussed it. If she's not found, I keep saying this, like in a few months, then I will get serious about going down there. I can't do it right now, flat out. Okay? It's just not possible right now. Financially, I just can't do it. So, but I want to go down here. I have places to stay. I got people I could stay with down here. I got family and friends here. We also are discussing possibly going to Tucson. I mean, to Tennessee as well to go look for some. So we'll see. My husband's like, yeah, let's do it. What? Thank you so much. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. Just certain factors. Yeah. It depends on his job. It depends on my business. It depends on, stuff, life. I could go down there right now, flat out. I mean, I have to get my passport. I've got it sitting here. I need to just go to the office and do it. But once I got my passport in my hands, I mean, I know I could easily raise the money to go. But I want him to come. I don't want to be down there without him. So we'll see. Yeah, when will I do the next? Yeah, I need to do a reading on Nancy soon. Maybe I'll sit down and do it tonight. I'll do it tonight when he's gone to bed. See if I can get anything new on a location for her. Anyways, in the meantime, Mount Graham, those of you that are local and you want something to do, go search Mount Graham today, please. Not sure what to look for up there. I've never been there myself. There is one lake, Riggs Flat. Maybe just go check Riggs Flat out and just trust your gut, trust your instincts. When you get there, does your gut tell you something might be wrong? That's all. Just trust your intuition. But yeah, Mount Graham Summit. That's the summit. Summit is a big thing here. Summit. Mount Graham is just one of the areas I've not looked at. Beautiful up there. Look at that view. Yeah, it's beautiful. How far from the Grand Canyon? It's a ways. Grand Canyon is north. Grand Canyon is close to Phoenix. It's probably from Nancy's place to the Grand Canyon. You're looking at about, I'm guessing, maybe 4 hours, roughly. Somebody might be able to correct me on that. Roughly, I think it's like 2.5 hours from Tucson to Phoenix, and then Grand Canyon's above it. So maybe 3 hours, yeah. So that's the other thing. So the Salt River in Phoenix. But now that I think about it, the Salt River rafting is probably happening right now. Oh, that's interesting. The Salt River rafting is probably happening right now. For some reason, there's the bridge there under the Salt River. I'm getting the Salt River. For some reason, I'm getting that bridge at the Salt River. Those of you that are from there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, the tubing is happening on the Salt River right now. So those of you tubing, maybe just keep your eyes open for bags under the water. Flat out bags. I'm getting you bags. I am getting possibly a weapon that has been thrown away in a banker's bag. Like flat out. You know those kind of rubberized banking bags? I'm flat out seeing a pistol in a banker's bag, like a deposit bag. you use for your businesses? It's wild. And the Salt River is something to do while you're up there. Like, the Salt River is kick-ass. Inner tubing on the Salt River is something you must do in your lifetime. It's amazing. Lots of fun. Yeah, let's see here. So there's a bridge up here. Where is the bridge? It's around here somewhere. Anyways, those of you cruising the Salt River right now, please keep your eyes open for bags in the water. It would be in a deeper area too, which is by that bridge. You know that bridge that you tube up to at your exit point? There. The river is really strong undertow current right there. So, yeah, okay, and then there's a couple other places in Arizona that were ringing my attention as well that I've told Jim about. Okay, 3 points. 3 points is another large spot on my radar. San Xavier Mission is right here. Right here. This whole area around here needs to be searched. I don't think anybody has done it yet. I know Jim was like, I don't know, it could be wrong. Anyways, so this area here, I've actually passed this off to a large search organization. I was actually contacted and asked for my location readings by a large search organization, but they were denied. They weren't allowed to search, so we just let that go. So 3 points. Okay. There's a mine. Where's the mine? All of this is on my channel. If you go back and watch all my videos, I've gone into deep discussion on a lot of this stuff. As most of you guys know, if I have a location where I feel something specifically is, I will not show it on here. And I will not let on to any of you what it is. I'm smarter than that. I know better than that. And I know that the suspects could be watching. Okay, so Saguaro National Forest as well here. Okay, and then the Sonora Desert Museum is all in here as well. So something about this area as well. And Marana down here. Something about Marana. You guys remember I got Marana the very first day. I was like, I could see these specific water tanks that are in Marana. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to sit down and try and do another reading tonight. on location and see if I can get. What I want to do is I wanted to sit to do another reading to see if I'm picking up anything different. That's what I do. To see if I'm getting any new areas, and that might tell. I'm what I'm listening for. I will be listening for Mexico, flat out, to see if I hear anything about Mexico. There is a chance she might have been moved in Mexico, but I really do doubt it. I really do. Marana. Oh, he has ties to Marana. Interesting. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Marana is just like an outskirts of Tucson. A red herring, yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, let me just see if there's anything else on YouTube to cover here. So everybody go take 5 minutes, go to the bathroom, go get some water, and I'm just going to try and find something to cover here. Nancy Grace is live. Perp apologizes for accident. That's not true. There wasn't an apology. See, this pisses me off. There wasn't an apology. Okay. Brian Enton. So I don't see anything else new, honestly. Just other YouTube channels rehashing the same stuff. Nothing new. The one aspect I do want to bring up, though, is this FIFA and the Iranian soccer team in Mexico training, and that a dead body was found in a vehicle outside one of the training centers. What? So that blows my mind as well. That matches my readings completely. I don't understand. So we'll see. No apology. Yeah. It's for views. I'm sorry. It's for views. Yeah. You guys know I bite my tongue on a lot of shit. I could sit here and read the Bible for hours and have 5,000 people watching me and sending me super chats. Would you like me to do that? Oops, did I say it? Yeah. Okay, so the Iranian soccer team in Mexico is very weird connection to me. It matches my readings completely. But on the other hand, then I'm like, okay, am I reading two different things here? Or is this connected to Nancy as well somehow? It's very interesting. So thank you all for being here. I love you all so much. Thank you for supporting my channel. Please join. Yeah, Reverend Tara. Oh my God. Yeah. No Bible reading. But hey, get the super chats for it. Come on. You have 5,000 people watching reading the Bible and getting the super chats brought in for it. Okay. Hi, Wanda. Hi, honey. Seriously, people. Just seriously. 3 points comes up on a lot of people's spirit box sessions. Okay. Yeah, there's something about 3 points. I actually have a specific road and everything. Yeah, I'm not going to share it on here, but yeah. Member for 2 months. Thank you so much for being a member. I appreciate you very much, Journey. Very much. Thank you so much, hon. May the Lord bless and keep you. That's right. I don't care if you're religious or not, but sitting on a live stream reading a Bible so you can make fucking money makes me mad. It's just wrong. And these people just go along with it and keep giving them monies. I just don't understand. I will never understand. As you guys know, I just come flat out and say shit out how it is. I don't screw around. Pass the plate offering. No shit. Send me super chats with a plate offering, please. I'll take $100 each. That'd be great. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. Excuse me. All right. On that note, I think I'm going to just let it go. Let you guys go for now. We've covered what is happening. I don't see anything new. There's nothing breaking right now in Nancy's case. And I'm sorry. I'm not a freaking scammer. I'm not going to sit here for hours and bullshit you about whatever just to get your views. I'm sorry. I'm just not. You're here for the one. Though I do have amazing products, I will advertise my business, and I think I'm going to do that right now before I end. So this live stream is brought to you by Spirit Whispers Botanicals, my own business. And a lot of you are my customers. I'm going to show you. So if you love all natural, pure skincare and candles and crystals and all that stuff, please check out my business. I ship all over North America. And my number one product is you get a monthly Mini Lux box from me. It's a monthly subscription box of my newest products that get sent to you every single month. So every month you get a box that shows up at your door of my newest stuff or my, favorite stuff and whatnot. And yeah, you all love it. Yeah, thank you so much. And you can use code welcome 2026 for 15% off. And pawpaw cream. Yes, I have stuff for dogs too. I got pawpaw cream for dogs' paws, and I got soap for dogs. And we got jade, beautiful jade bears. Castor oil, frankincense, honey castor oil for your face. Honey castor oil, frankincense, under eye serum. And jade. A beautiful, beautiful British Columbia jade. All hand polished by me. Pain balm, amazing balm I've made for pain. And then a sample pack of my fragrances, jade pieces, facial toner, magnesium body cream, selenite rods. And this is my monthly box. You get a box from me every month. And every month it's a surprise. You never know what your box is good, what you're going to have in your box each month. And all these people on here will tell you. They're all my customers, and they all love it very much. And read my reviews when you're on my website. Every single one of my reviews is amazing. I made this yesterday. Leg butter, and I even put a video of my leg up. Leg butter to make your leg all shiny and glistening and beautiful. So please check out my business and support me that way. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm not going to sit here and try and juice you guys for super chats or whatever over nonsense, honestly. Really not. Castor oil, yeah. What do you need to know? For the face, it's castor oil, jojoba oil, coconut oil with frankincense. And that's why my face looks so good. Everybody's like, why does your face look so good? Magnesium pie would work on pain. Yeah, it probably would, Lisa, because the magnesium is an actual relaxant. It relaxes your muscles, so it would help. Yep. What you actually need is my you need my pain balm, Lisa. You need the pain balm. My pain balm is amazing. My comfort balm. I'm so glad that it's helping you. I'm so happy to hear that it's helping you. The magnesium is really good for sleeping as well. Yeah. If I made everything I make and make for you guys is because it's something that I would use myself. So I started making the magnesium creams because I get twitchy foot at night. I've got a restless twitchy foot and it drives me absolutely bonkers. I have paced the fucking house at 3 a.m. for hours. Okay. And I'm like, what can I do to solve this? And then I found magnesium and magnesium cream for your legs. So when my legs start to act up, I coat my legs in my cream. And bam, I'm asleep within a half an hour. That's why. Like everything I make is because it's helped me. Yeah. You take medicine for it. Oh yeah, there you go. Castor oil. Yep. Yeah, the castor oil is fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, it's castor oil is one of the very best oils you can get for your face. It's fantastic. So I've done castor, jojoba, and coconut oil, and yeah, all natural. Okay, give me a sec. I'll show you. I will show you. Give me a second. Oh, and honey. I forgot. There's honey in it. I made it with honey, local honey from my town. So I use mine every day. I use it every day. And the comfort cream, my Nature's Comfort Balm is shea butter. What did I make this with? Okay, this is shea butter, menthol, those of you that know what I'm talking about here. It's menthol, camphor, frankincense, shea butter, and it works. It works. I made it because, well, I'm in pain. I've had arthritis for 20 years. Yeah, so I did shea butter. Oh, and I did mint butter as well in it. Jojoba oil, menthol, camphor, frankincense, and a few other goodies. So these are on the website. And I'm so proud of all my logos and stuff. Like I've really upped my my branding and stuff now. It looks fantastic. My camera doesn't give me any justice though. Come on, camera. But yeah, my branding is gone up for sure. Yeah, please try it. Yeah, it will help you big time. Hi, Susie. Hi, Deborah. Bees. Yep. So that's my new thing too, is I'm implementing local honeybee honey in all my products and beeswax. I've been using beeswax for a long, long time, but now I'm using honey as well. It's just amazing. Like, I try to make my products like as pure as possible. So this is 100% pure, like 100%. I'm so glad. Yay, I'm glad. What else? Jade. I got lots of amazing jade. Actually, I think, you know what? When I'm done here, I'm going to go outside and start polishing jade for the day. I polish jade. I love it. So this is a piece that's up on the website. I polished this myself. Absolutely beautiful piece of jade. All from northern British Columbia. Thank you. And then this is what I'm going to do, actually. I need to make more of these anushtuks. So anushtuks. All made by me. More. And then we got jade bears in the other day. Little jade bears that have salmon in their mouth. The camera does not show it. Beautiful jade bears. Jade is very, very good. Yeah. Jade is very, very good for you. Yeah. You'll have to Google it. There's many, many, many benefits to jade. But I have tons of it, so please start hitting me up for jade. Lots of stuff. So there you go. There's the end of my advertisement for the day. I thought, hey, I might as well start advertising my own business, right? So this video or live stream is brought to you by Spirit Whispers Botanicals for your natural, pure skincare products from Lake Country, British Columbia. There you go. And you can book readings with me on here. I did these yesterday. I've made smudge kits. If you need to cleanse your house or your car or your business, whatever, I've got smudge kits now. And they come with a oyster shell from British Columbia as well. Lots of little goodies. But my number one suggestion is to subscribe to a mini Lux box. You get a box of my products every single month. And every month it's a surprise. And I have doggo products. Junie made her own doggo paw balm. And Junie made her own doggo soaps for your doggo's spa day. See, Junie's got her own products and everything. And yeah. See my shiny leg there? Isn't that sexy? I did that yesterday. Oh, that's so funny. The code is welcome 2026. So when you get to the checkout and you're all done, put the code in. Okay, welcome 2026, and you get 15% off. You're welcome. I love you all so much too. Thank you for hanging out with me again today. Like I said, we're back. I'm back. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff. I'm not finished covering these cases, and we're going to start diving deep into, you know, all the things. We're doing Summer Wells case again. I'm just, to be honest, I'm tired of being quiet about it, and it's time to start talking. So yeah. Me too. Me too. Me too. I love you all. hit the thumbs up before you leave, please. And hit my website up, please. Place your orders. I really am low on stock, so get on it now, please. Like, I mean it. If you want something, grab it quick because people are going to buy it. And I'm slowly restocking. Like, I was completely sold out last week. Just thank you all so, so much. Yeah. Love you too. Thanks so much. And some of you, yep, get monthly readings from me as well. Yep. You can order it on my website. It's a monthly subscription for readings as well. All right, peeps. I will talk to you later. Have a good afternoon. And you never know, I might jump on later tonight. We'll see how it goes. All right. Bye.